Test, test, test. Alright, we're gonna do some more Stanley Parable. Get some more endings on this. Let me change this. Why is that so low? Enabled. Very high. 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 Okay. All right. How we doing, Stanley? I'm not feeling great today. Probably gonna do a little, maybe an hour, a little more. I think tomorrow I'm gonna do Beginner's Guide. I really like that game.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 4.
Let's get to it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
Who farted?
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace
Anybody
of
under
his
the desks?
co-workers.
You guys hiding? Nah. Come on, man.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office.
You gotta be
It didn't
hiding
make a
somewhere.
single
You gotta be
difference,
hiding somewhere.
nor
Anybody
did
in
it
any of
advance
these
the
rooms?
story in any way.
Nope. That sucks. Stanley, you're alone. Oh. 418, 421, 423. Is there no 420? Oh, it's on the door. I guess. Behind that one. It's an odd layout. Spilled coffee. I hate Mondays. Close the door, buddy. Nope, nothing in 416. All these doors are locked.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors. He entered the door on his left.
Fine, I'll listen to you. We're 12. Blank door.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there. Coming
I
to a
wanna go up?
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Is there more to do down here, or is it just that? Is that the only ending? Let's see.
But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss. Admitting he had left his post during work hours, he might be fired.
Doors are
for
closing
that.
behind me.
And in such a competitive economy,
Like
why
this
had
mountain.
he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was
drink the
crazy.
coffee.
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for
What are
no
you looking
reason at all. None of it made any logical sense.
Can we
And as
hide in the
Stanley
box?
pondered this, he began to make other strange observations.
I am a
For
desk
example,
plant.
why
I'm a
couldn't he
fern.
see his feet when he looked down?
Because
Why
I'm a
did
fern, I
doors
don't
close
have feet.
automatically
I'm in a
behind
plant
him
pot.
wherever he
Look at
went?
me, pour some dirt
And for
on me
that
and some
matter,
water, and I'll
these
go
rooms were
photosynthesis.
starting to look quite familiar. Were they simply repeating?
Woo!
No, Stanley
I hated
said to
that.
himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And
Hello.
at last, he
Hey,
came to the
copier.
conclusion
How
that
we
it had been
doing
on the
here,
tip of
buddy?
his tongue.
Stanley,
He just
sit.
hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming!
Any copies?
He yelled.
Nope.
This is all a dream. Oh,
Yep,
what a relief Stanley felt
It's just a
to
dream.
have finally
It's just a
found
dream,
an answer,
Stanley.
an explanation.
Try and hide in this corner.
His co-workers weren't actually gone.
What about this
He
corner?
wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all.
What about this corner?
And he thought to himself,
What about this
"I suppose
corner?
I'll wake up soon.
You like
I'll
this
have to
corner?
go back to my boring real-life
Turn into a
job
fern
pushing
again?
buttons. I may as well enjoy this
And a little
while I'm
Venus
still
fly
lucid."
trap.
So he imagined himself flying
Nope.
and began to gently float above the ground.
Whee.
Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical star
No, I'm not
field,
floating
and
anymore.
it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps
On the
the
chair.
strangest question
On the
of
chair.
them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking?
It's an inner monologue.
Now
It's
the
fine.
voice was describing itself being considered
You're
by
not
Stanley,
schizophrenic?
who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking
AB
about how
11,
it's
12.
describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course, this was not a dream. How could it be? Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's
Nope.
asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever
Alright,
been
we're back
in his
in our
life.
favorite corner.
Now, hearing the voice
No, this corner
speak
looks
these
nicer.
words was quite a shock to Stanley.
Actually, not that
After
corner.
all, he knew for certain,
This
beyond
corner.
a doubt, that this was
What?
in fact a
In the
dream.
corner.
Did
Come
the
on,
voice
Stanley.
not see him float and make the magical stars just a
This
moment
corner.
ago?
Okay, fine.
How else would the voice explain all that?
What about
This
this
voice
corner?
was a part of himself too. Surely,
This corner.
surely, if he could
I
just...
like this corner. Stop losing
He
your
would
mind,
prove-
Stanley. Relax in
he
the
would
corner.
prove that
It's okay.
he was in control.
Count to 10.
That this
1,
was a dream.
2, 3,
So he closed his
4,
eyes gently,
5,
and he invited
6,
himself to wake
7,
up.
8,
He felt the cool
9,
weight of the blanket on
10.
his skin,
Okay.
the press of the mattress on his back,
It's fine.
the fresh air of a world outside this one. Let me wake up, he thought to himself.
He's okay.
I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I
You're
want my
fine.
apartment, and my wife, and my job. All
Wife?
I want is my life exactly
Stanley's
the way
married?
it's always been. My life is normal. I am normal. Everything
you're
will be
good.
fine. I am okay.
We're still in the corner.
Stanley began screaming.
Ah!
Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my
Look
voice?
out the window! Look out the window! It's not a window. That's a window. We're pretending it's a. That's a window,
And
dude.
everything
It's a
went
window.
black.
Just. Okay, you're fine, Stanley.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
When we get back, is there gonna be
Mariella
stuff
woke up on
everywhere?
a day
How did I
like
get
any
that
other.
again?
She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings.
I came
and
here
walked
because
to
I
her place of
thought that
work.
was how I got the
But on
stuff
this
everywhere.
particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man.
The paper's
who had
laying all
stumbled
about.
through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy. This much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal.
I love
sane.
that line. Everyone
I
knows
am
what
in
crazy
control
people
of
look
my
like.
mind. I know what is real and what isn't.
He
It
was crazy.
comforting to
Everyone
feel
knows
this,
what crazy
and
people
in a
look
certain
like.
way,
Yeah.
seeing this man made her feel better. But then she
Ah.
remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that
Nobody
day.
wants to be the crazy
Very
person.
important
Nobody wants to
people
think that they
whose
look like
impressions
it.
of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body.
To be honest,
And
crazy is
then
pretty
she turned and
subjective.
ran.
Looks very different for everybody. Okay. Oh. Damn. Alright, well I did that because I thought that we would get...
Someone was following Stanley. He was
Huh?
sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
If I get jump scared, holy shit. Wait, these are different? Yeah. No, 427, that's where we came from. Ugh. Somebody gonna be behind me one of these times? I'm so scared, dude. There better not be anybody following me. Come on. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah? Yeah? Nope. Dude. Hello? You better not be following me. You better not. I hate Mondays too. Who farted? Not me. Oh, we can turn that on and off. Wait, are there more monitors on? What else can we turn on and off? Can we turn off maybe Stanley's? No, it's locked now. 437? Come on, something's got to be different. Oh, I like work. I just hate my boss. What's that say? Mile? Okay. Some papers. Nope. Turn that one off. Oh. Awaiting input. Input received. Huh. I haven't seen that one yet. I don't know what that is. We'll see. Alright. We turned off all of the monitors. Does that do anything? Does that get us a different ending? I hate Mondays too. $4.15. I don't want to go. Is there anything? Come on. Nothing? Nobody's behind me, right? Nobody's behind me? If there's somebody behind me one of these times, I'm gonna freak the fuck out. I'm gonna freak the fuck out. Stanley? Stanley? Do you feel breathing on your neck? Are you being watched? Okay, Stanley, just go forward.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
All right.
doors, he
You're
entered
a
the
desk
door on
plant.
his left.
You're a plant. You're a plant. Let's go to the right now.
This was not the correct way to the meeting
I know.
room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Shh.
Perhaps he wanted to
It's
stop
fine.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
It's okay. It's okay. We're just looking. We're just looking around. We're looking around, seeing if anything will open. Come on. Come on. Little gremlin boy.
Yes, truly a room worth
Let's go
admiring.
sit here.
It had really been
Woo.
worth the detour after all.
Take a
just
breather.
to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room.
Yep.
Stanley simply stood here,
A cold
drinking
drink.
it all in.
I want a cold drink. I don't want to drink the room. I want a Coke. Give me a Coke. No, let's go with grape. That looks good. Come on.
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly
What's the
captivating
horizon make you think
that
of,
even
Stanley?
though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished.
That's inappropriate,
they
dude.
sit
Why would you
looking at
say
these
something like
chairs and
that?
some
Fuck.
paintings. But eager to get back to business,
can't think thoughts
Stanley
like
took
that,
the
Stanley.
first open door on his left.
What the fuck is wrong with you? Okay. Stanley? Stanley? You're checking every door again.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Well, give me buttons to press. I'll do them. I'm good at that. What about this door? Stanley, they're not opening for you. Come on, Stanley.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not.
Stanley.
I
Don't,
realize
Stanley.
investing in your trust in
Stanley.
someone else can be
Stanley, you're not gonna
difficult,
kill
but the
yourself
fact
today.
is that the story has
Stanley.
been about nothing but-
Stanley!
What?
Okay,
Really?
okay, you know what?
I
You
was
didn't
in the
die.
middle of something. Do you have zero consideration
fine,
for others?
you're fine.
Are you that
2B1?
convinced that I want something bad to happen to you?
I don't know,
I
dude.
don't
You
know
sound
how to convince
sinister.
you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful.
Close that.
Look, let me prove it.
Come on,
Let me
2B5,
prove that
2B5.
I'm on your side. Give me a
All right,
chance.
buddy. Sure.
Now listen carefully.
You know
this
what?
is important.
Let's do it.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Red door? Okay. How was that?
Thank
I
God
did it.
you are
I
willing
did
to
it.
Listen to me.
Anybody
You see
behind?
that I really have wanted you to be happy all this
If there's like a
time.
G-man
The
out of
problem is
nowhere,
all
I'm gonna
these
fucking
choices.
flip.
The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
Oh my gosh!
I wanted to.
Fucking hell. Why is it doing that? Okay. Transform. Fit to screen. There we go. Fucking bullshit.
Stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think.
Okay.
Well, I
I'll
think
stop.
I have a solution.
I'll stop.
Here, let me show you.
Yeah? What? Oh. Are we gonna... That doesn't look safe. Huh. 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 I think I know what you want me to do. Huh. Let's keep going. Circle. Circle. Look, dude. Can I close the door? No, I can't. Stanley. Stanley, don't fall. Stanley, don't fall. Stanley. Stanley? Stanley! Stanley, get away from that edge. Stanley? Stanley. Stanley. Stanley! No! Oh, okay. Oh, you're good. You're fine. You're okay. You're fine. It's okay. There was a floor there.
Do we want? What are we looking for?
Oh, more lights. That's a wall. I don't know, dude. What do you want? Is this a stage?
Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
If we just stay
Stanley?
right here, right in
Stanley,
this
get away
moment
from that edge.
this
Stanley?
place, Stanley.
Stanley?
I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
Aw. I'm happy that I could help you. Yeah! Aurora Borealis. At this time of year, localized entirely in your kitchen. Stanley, enjoy the pretty lights for a second. Stanley, don't go through the door yet. Stanley, you gotta enjoy the light show. He went through a lot of work to make this for you. Yeah, take a breather. Yeah. Ain't that pretty, Stanley? Doesn't this make you just... Stanley, what are you doing? Stanley! Stanley, get away from... Okay. Okay, we're fine. We're fine, Stanley. Yeah. Okay, now you can go through the door.
No, wait. Where are you going?
No, okay, I'm sorry! Fine.
Right.
Yep,
Where were we?
we were breathing. Stanley, wake up. Not gonna, okay. You're not gonna stop me? Sure. We enjoyed it. We liked it.
Oh, no.
Had a little nap. No,
Stay
okay.
away from those
Okay,
stairs.
oh
If
shit.
you hurt yourself,
Oh,
if you
okay.
die, the game will reset.
Yeah, alright,
We'll
alright,
lose
alright.
all of this.
I'm sorry, buddy. I'm sorry.
Good,
Woo.
good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just,
Maybe,
just
maybe.
Stay here.
As long as you make it entertaining out here. Just do something. I can't just stand here and breathe for you. Stop choking, Stanley. Stanley, take a breath. Oh, let it out. Let it out. Okay. You're good. You're good, Stanley. Stanley, we're gonna go. Wait, it's getting really dark. Maybe we'll watch for a second. Well, there's no light. And the stars are out. Oh. I'm actually happy I didn't go through there. Oh. We reset. Did it restart? I think it did. Stanley, don't fall down the stairs when I bring you to them. Do you promise? Do you promise you'll be safe? Okay.
No. What do we talk
Sure.
about? We're risking everything we achieved here.
Yeah, but it's getting boring, dude. I can't
You
just
heard me
stand
before,
there.
Didn't you? You will die. What about
Stanley,
this
you
isn't
can't
getting
walk
through
backwards
to
up
you?
the stairs. You're gonna fall, Stanley. You can't walk backwards up the stairs. You're gonna fuck. Okay,
Please,
you're good.
No,
You're
Stanley,
good.
let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
Dude, why you gotta make me feel fucking guilty? Stanley, you said not to fall. Stanley, that's not a diving board. Stanley, okay,
Please,
do a flip.
no!
Woo! Oh!
Oh,
Oh, okay, we're still alive.
Thank
Stanley, you're
God.
fine. You're
You lived.
fine.
you had me worried there for a moment. Now, can we please get back to the other room?
Sure, for a second. We'll give you a breather.
There. See? This is what you want. This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving,
Maybe
we
if
just
I
have to
let
stop
go of
moving.
everything. Just breathe, Stanley. Welcome to Yoga with Stanley. Today is an intermediate training for people of all levels. So, when you're ready, please join me on the mat. And we're gonna start in child's pose. Alright, take a big long breath. Connect with your center. Follow the breath. Yes, Stanley. Alright, are you going to get into the pose? Stanley, you're not moving. Stanley, I need you to move. Stanley, if you don't move, I'm gonna have to move you. Stanley. This is asthma time. Asthma. I'm just tapping it with my fingers. Little taps. Little taps. Okay. Stanley, we need to start walking. Stanley, you need to fucking start walking, okay? Just
Stanley,
jump. It's
go
fine.
back.
No.
There's nothing good that can come from this.
Stanley, he's determined. He's one determined boy. Alright,
No.
backwards up the stairs.
No,
You're good.
No, what are you doing, Stan?
Backwards.
Do you just not believe me? What can
No,
I say
I
to
don't.
convince you?
Nope. You weren't saying anything, so it got boring. We did our yoga. We're getting the fuck out of here. Woo! Okay, back
Stanley,
up. Do it again.
Let's go back to the other room. My God, is this really how much you dislike my game?
Look, man,
You'll throw
I
yourself from
entertained
this
you for a
platform
bit.
over and over to
Could
be
you
rid of
stop
me? You were
crying?
literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
I guess. Wee woo.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't
A
know.
little bit of A, a little bit of B.
I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask. It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all.
Yep.
Well, this one is yours.
Okay. Faceplant. Whee! Ow.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Is there anything more in Stanley's room that I haven't seen?
Just a step through this door, Stanley thought to himself, that's all I need. If I can make it through this door, I can make it through them all. No matter how hard
Somebody gonna be
Stanley
over my
looked,
shoulder?
he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers.
Turn off that monitor. You don't want to waste electricity, Stanley. These people are just monsters. I wonder if there's like specific ones that you have to turn off.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Sure,
he
we'll
entered
listen
the
to
door
you.
on his left.
Can we open any of these? Nope.
Yet
Nope.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer
All right.
there.
Let's go
Coming
up.
to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Maybe use the bathroom for a second, Stanley? You stink. You smell, dude.
Stepping into his manager's office,
Boop, boop,
Stanley
boop.
was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief
Nope.
who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping
Oh
from
no.
him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number.
2845.
2845.
I thought it was 38. Oops.
But of
Okay,
course,
2845.
Stanley couldn't possibly have known this. Yet incredibly,
That was
by
close.
simply pushing random
Somewhat.
buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened
Ish.
to input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Is that insulation? Eat the cotton candy, Stanley. Eat the cotton candy, Stanley. Eat the cotton candy, Stanley. It's yummy. It's not itchy at all. It's not gonna... Hide in the corner. Let's hide in the corner. Go back to being a fern, Stanley. You're a potted plant. You can do no wrong. Okay, Stanley, get the fuck out of the corner. Woo! Boop, 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 boop. Oh yeah, the way we got all of those papers on the ground was by quitting when the
Descending deeper into
thing
the building,
when we
Stanley
went on
realized
the
he felt a bit peculiar.
killing
It
floor.
was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Woo! Oh, it's real dead.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large
Nope.
door that read Mind
Nope.
Control Facility.
Nope.
Although this passageway had the word
We're going this
escape
way.
written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
You promise?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity
I want to turn around and
around
see like
get
a
back on
fucking
track.
skinwalker. Come on.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and
What was
willingly
that,
confront his death.
something Virtus Carnate? I don't remember. I'm forgetting the name. I really liked that series. It was like an analog horror thing with the beings made of meat. Virtus Carne. Virtus Virtus something. Virtus Carn something? Virtus Carne? I don't know, dude, but it's great. There's like doppelgangers and fucking, it's neat. Oh, okay, he wasn't lying. Yep, we knew that though. We knew that.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence.
So if I quit here,
Stanley
when I get up there,
picture. He doesn't know.
Am I gonna get all those papers and then maybe I can do that thing? I don't know.
Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Nope.
Farewell, Stanley.
Not gonna happen. Woo!
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly.
Actually, I already quit. I might just let him. No. If he dies, it'll just reset too.
Instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
Oop. Stanley Parable.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
Where's the
When
part where we quit?
Every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance. Death
Okay,
becomes
we can explore this place
making
better.
Life the same.
The office
Do you
computers?
see now? Do you
That's
see
one.
that Stanley was already
two.
dead from the
That's
moment
three.
he hit start?
We didn't explore this well enough. This is the boss's office. Screens from the development of the boss's office. Little dev spot. Dev spot too. Nice. The office clock. That's a nice clock. It's a real nice clock. Enjoy the clock for a second, Stanley. What's this? The freedom ending. This is the very first incarnation of the freedom ending in the game's alpha. How did we get that? Countdown desk. We saw that. The freedom ending. This is the freedom ending that existed in the beta. How do we get that? Did we explore everything? No, we didn't. Let's see what else we got. The Zending. This screenshot depicts an early version of the ending known as the Zending, which was eventually cut and merged with another part of the game. Huh. Zending model. The Zending went through many iterations. This room represents the 4th version of the ending, and we thought it was complete, but decided to abandon and change it shortly before launch. I wonder what it is now. Game is now paused. For a long time, we had an ending that only ended when the player restarted from the escape menu. Unfortunately, very few players realized this was what you were supposed to do, which is frustrating for everyone. I wonder if they still have one. Oh, maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first 2 doors was important to get right, since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Okay. Wait, there's a vent? No. One option, 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge. 2 options, 2 doorways to maintenance. 1 option, 1 doorway to maintenance in the lounge, and the original back on track option. 2 confusion ending. How about this? The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. 2 confusion ending. I wonder if there's still a confusion ending, I guess. Maybe there is. Meeting room. Some assets in there. The apartment timer. In a previous version of the choice leading... Is that going to get to 1 and then Okay. In the previous version of the choice leading to the apartment ending, a timer would give you 15 seconds to pick up the phone. Not picking up the phone would lead to a different ending. The cargo lift. The second version is functionally the same as what's in the final game, but we wanted to look more like a place where cargo is actually stored. And the cargo lift. The cargo lift was always intended to offer the choice of staying or jumping to a different path. However, after this early version, we decided we also wanted the option of the player falling to their death. Nice. That's everything in here? Ooh, what's over here? The office. Saw those. What's up here? Stanley's office. From left to right, the evolution of Stanley's office over time. This first was created in November 2011, the second in March 2012, and the third in February 2013. Okay, 420. Okay, so it evolved a little bit. There's more cabinets, brighter screen, another computer. Oh, nice. And now, screen's off. The lamp is more subtle with its lighting. We got a pencil sharpener now. And it looks just kind of more used. Game design mockup. This is the level that William, the level designer, sent Davey, the writer, as a kind of audition piece. The strength of this level got William hired to design the full game. Though much of the environment has changed, the basic layout from this mock-out is still in the game. Mock-out. Any secrets in there that I can see? No. Nothing. Countdown room. Early version of the countdown room. Alright, we saw this one. Is there anything we're missing? Narrator emails. After the second trailer we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these in further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. From Marius. Subject: a question brought forth by the intense passion of my soul. Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? Why? How? From Anthony W. What is this strange number? Could you tell me what the significance of the number 1112800 is? Huh? 1112800. Congratulations, congratulations. Wow, congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. In line with our previous announcement regarding the ongoing promotion, here is the result of the attached. Oh, dear narrator. Will the Stanley Parable have infinite quests? How many endings? The Stanley Parable is really going to let me go shopping. I hope it will have a fine selection of desert boots. Cameron. Partner. I am Anthony Elias, business broker. Please partner with me in a very rewarding business venture. Details will be sent to you if you are interested. My email is Elias1959. Oh, will the game feature capybaras? From Quackster. Dead strong bad. How do you type with boxing gloves on? Oh. He's trying to write the strong bad. That's an old one. I have burning questions. For instance, on a scale of Max Ernst to Salvador Dali, how surreal will this game be? Were you born with the magnificent... Oh, are you a rock? No, I'm not a rock. Thank you very much. That's Dwayne. Oh. How is the game going? I hope it's as good or better than the first one. From a cool man. Let's see if there's anything else over here. Warzone, we saw that. Anything special? The Employee Lounge, Underground, an early version of the Underground portion of the game. Narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice actor of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game, roughly 3 separate times over 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the final game. Where?
Then he pushed the number 8. Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Stanley pushed the number 6. Then he pushed the number 4.
6, 4.
When Stanley came to the lift, he traveled upward to the power source at the top of the facility to end his injustice.
2 numbers. If it was 4, I could try him on the boss's thing. Alright. Is that everything? I think it might be. Zending levers. These levers were originally part of the Zending. The player would pull a lever and the narrator would describe what color lever they had pulled. Oh. Trailers. We ran 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one, released on May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he is preparing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Neat. Okay, I guess we'll go to the ending. Up here. Pop out again. Doesn't do anything. That's too bad. Alright, let's go. We saw it all.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
Alright, let's turn it off.
Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Oh, oh yeah, this is where we
You
go.
can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now, and it'll be your only true choice.
Alright.
Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Okay. Begin.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where
I wonder
he
if
was
anything will be different
employee
about this.
Number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley
It's
relished
not.
every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
And then.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his
nothing was
wits and
different.
regained his senses, he got up from his desk
What?
and stepped
I did
out
that
of his
'cause I thought-
office.
Oh, shit. Shit.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle
Fuck.
the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for
Yeah,
that.
it's all overwhelming.
No. This couldn't go any way except
Just
badly.
stare at the corner.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed.
Call somebody.
Then days. Had years gone by?
No.
He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer.
I thought that if I did that, I'd
Here
get
it
all the
comes.
papers on the floor. Not this, but the quit and coming back.
All of his co-workers
Damn.
were gone. What could it mean?
How'd I get that?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had
Wait,
simply missed
is
a
this
memo.
always a left turn? Isn't that a right turn usually? Okay, 2 inputs. Oh, maybe we have to restart 5 times for that one.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Stanley. Fine. We'll listen to you.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer.
Nothing in the
Stanley
broom
stepped into the
closet.
broom closet, but there was nothing here. So he turned around, and coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Alright. Oh! We can open this one this time. Business strategy? Are you fucked? Alright, what's up here? Who's whispering to you? Stanley. Stanley. It's so fun, Stanley. Are you having a good time? Huh? We didn't go anywhere. Is that nothing? Are you serious? Are you serious? You're fucking kidding me. No. Stanley. Are you fucking kidding me? Is there nothing in here? Stanley! Shapes. Shapes. What goes in here? A circle. What about the bathroom? Maybe we can go in the bathroom. Oh, we can. It's so fancy. To be rich. Is it a crime to commit crimes? Isn't it rich? What a life it would be to have to just pick one. Extreme bathrooms. I thought those were glasses of milk for a second. I was gonna say, that is really weird. Okay, some privacy. Sniff it. Smells like luxury. Drink the soap. Taste it. See if it's good. Let me know how it is, Stanley. Shit in the plant. Alright. And observe the painting. Okay, you can get out of here now. You want to go dance in the elevator a bit again? Nope. Not allowed.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an
869.
indication of any
Nope.
human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered
69.
aloud to nobody.
60.
He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk,
Boob?
pulling books off the shelf, looking behind
not boob.
paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a
Nice.
keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be?
Uh.
In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an
159
extra secret
0.
pin number, 2845.
Let's try boob again.
But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known
Maybe
this.
boob one more time?
Stanley simply began entering random codes into the keypad, knowing full well the sheer statistical unlikelihood that this would ever
You only get a
result
second
in
of a
correct
glance at it, but you can...
combination.
Ah,
If
it
he
says
knew that
boob.
the combo was 2845, it would be another story entirely. But no, this is what he was going to do instead. Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. 2845.
Come on, Stanley. Stanley. Stanley?
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself, and Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
One more for the road. Okay. Okay. Is there anything more over here? Keep the insulation. Yummy. I love the taste of fiberglass.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Fine.
The lights
Turn it
rose
on.
on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Stanley. Stanley? Stanley, you're awful close there. Stanley? Stanley?
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The
we call
lives
down
of
any of
so
these?
many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Do 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 do
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job?
Where's
that his
our
emotions
box?
had
Where's
been
our
manipulated to
427?
accept it blindly?
427?
No. He refused to believe it.
427,
he
right
couldn't
there.
accept it. His own life in someone else's control.
pirate?
Never. It was
Fired.
unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
I don't know. I think he's been pushing buttons though. Nope. Oh, my
Here
fingers
was
aren't
the
on
proof,
WSD,
the
that's why.
heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality
4.
of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all.
Is there like a 1? So that I can hit 1? Then 2, 3, 4? Or does that button just have a 4 on it for no reason? That's 5. 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2. Okay. 1. 2. Where's 3? 3. Four. No, that's 3. 5 is... Where's 5? Where did I see 5? I saw 5. I know for a fact. Is it down there? No. Where did I see 5? There. 5. Well, that did nothing. Maybe that's how we turn off this stuff.
And when at last he found the source,
Off. Hmm? I can't see shit, dude.
and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over?
What was that?
He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away.
Yay!
Even as the
buggies!
immense door slowly opened,
It's a bird!
Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold?
So pretty.
But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
Get in the chair.
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door.
Alright, Stanley, frolic in the field.
Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Ah, that's so sweet. Then a bird shit on him. Oh man, we're back here. Oh, brother.
Already this was uncomfortable, and Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Yeah? Are you sure about that? Input. Where's the input thing? Where's the computer that wants an input? Turn you off. Turn you off. Where's the input? Come on, man. Is there any more on? Nope. Nope. Damn. Enjoy the view. I like that mountain. Where's the one that has the input on it? I really want to input again. I only put 2 on that. Nope.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sure. Hmm. 411.
Yet there was not a single person here either.
Is there anything
Feeling a
different
wave
this
of
time?
disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Oh,
What?
no.
I think I saw something.
No, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room. Please take your
No.
time.
Thank you. I will. Hey, Paul. How are you? Having a good day? Weather's alright. What about duct tape, our friend? You want to play with the duct tape? You could tie me up against this wall and we could have silly time, you know? What about the wrench? I could bash you over the head. You could bash me over the head. We could take turns with it. Some duct tape? You wanna tie me? I'll tie you up. How about that? We'll tape you to the wall. That would be fun. You gonna say anything, dude? I'm just sitting here. Come on. Fine. Fine, I'll do what you say.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
It's the same? It is the same. Okay, go to sleep, Stanley. They won't find you here. No. Upstairs? Is there anything new to do? Go get a drink. Delicious. Okay. Nothing there. Oh, there's the input.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul anywhere.
8,
Could he
4,
really be
5?
all alone? This
What was
too
it?
much for Stanley to take. Too much for any man to take. He fell to his knees, bursting into half moans, half sobs, the guttural retching of life from a man denied any hope, any reason to keep going. Here on the floor, he lay prone, paralyzed by fear for nearly a full hour. But when at last he began to move about and survey the situation, he found a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could it mean? Was it a sign of hope for Stanley's future? Alas, it was not. For although this keypad guarded the terrible secret of Stanley's past, it had been assigned a 4-digit code so
2,
devious
8,
and so
4,
random that
5.
no man... Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible. He didn't even have a single minute to just
gonna make
let
me
the
wait.
narrator talk. That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music. Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Woo. Anything over here? Alright, let's go turn it on this time, I guess. And then we'll try those buttons.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
It's okay, you don't need to escape. Just get your mind read.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
How can we fall down?
Now,
Kinda
the
wanna
monitors
fall.
jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
Take the elevator.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly?
Yep.
No. He
Yep, it's
refused
that simple.
to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Oh, that one's
Never.
corrupted.
It was unthinkable.
Looks like missing now.
Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Nope. Nope. Nope.
But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. happy,
Okay, well,
or
where was
sad,
1 and 2?
or
1,
content,
2,
walking,
3,
eating,
4,
working, all of it
then 5.
monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley
Alright,
decided
turn it
that
on.
this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another
Let's do
human
it.
life. For he would dismantle the controls. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls,
Yep,
did you?
I did.
After they
I
kept you
did.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted?
It's fine.
Control? Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper
What is it?
DNA identification,
Is there a
nuclear
code?
detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex. How long until detonation then?
Or do we just do 1, 2,
Say,
3, 4, 5?
2 minutes. Now
Okay,
this is making
4.
things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley?
That gave me
It's
a
your
ding.
time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it.
Okay,
Mere
4,
moments
1.
until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me,
Maybe 3.
where we're going, what all this means. I
4.
barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're
1.
gonna die anyway. I'll tell you
It's
exactly
not 2.
what
Let's try
happened to
3.
them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in
4,
this instance
1,
of the story. Sometimes
5.
when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing
4.
everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this, though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's
1.
quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds
No,
left.
it's not 5.
But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not?
Thank you. Oh,
These are
there's an
precious
exit right there.
additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees.
No, it's not working.
Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that
Let's
something
just
in this
try 'em
room
in
was
order.
capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you, running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me. Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? One
Yeah.
solved? Do you have
Yeah, I did.
any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley.
5?
You're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along.
Damn.
It's just
It did
seconds
nothing?
ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless. To see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first, so you can't.
Damn.
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds.
What do I do
you have
here?
left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here.
Nothing?
Just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life? Or will you
Come on,
let it go
man.
peacefully? Another choice. Make it count. Or don't. It's all the same to me. All
Fine, let's
part
be
of the
peaceful.
joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Boom. Come on.
Wait, Stanley thought to himself. Am I sure that the orders stopped coming in? How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken.
Input. Okay, that's 4 out of 5. Are these gonna open one day?
When Stanley
Let's go
came to a
this way.
set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Nothing.
Wow. Yes. This room. What a beautiful room.
What's the confusion?
What a
ending?
gorgeous, gorgeous room. Thank goodness Stanley had taken this detour on his way to the meeting room. Life without having experienced this room was now too horrible even to consider.
Okay, fine.
But eager to get back to business,
Pull my
Stanley
leg,
took
won't
the
ya?
first open door on his left.
Let's cross this thing now. Instead of jumping off.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Wait, what?
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Huh? Oh, fuck.
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Alright.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go.
Some fresh bread?
All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your
Fuck you!
Oh, come on.
You are cruel!
Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm
Yeah.
trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm
That's
trying
fair.
to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
No. No.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing
No.
of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
I was feeling bad, so I played
Look at him
Stanley
there,
Parable,
pushing
and now it's...
doing exactly what he's told.
Ah!
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life. But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful.
Do you at least
and each
have
day
bread?
that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it
Do
would
you at
ever
least have
happen
the
to
bread?
him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Could I have a
First,
slice?
he imagined that one day while at work,
Just put it
he
on the
stepped
counter
out from
for
his
me.
desk to realize that all of his
You got any
coworkers,
peanut
his
butter?
boss, everyone in the
Spread it
building
on it
had suddenly vanished off
some
the face
jam.
of the earth.
Eat
The
it up.
thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful
Holy
to behold.
shit, that's depressing.
As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Love you.
But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one.
All right, let's go push buttons at our desk. It's fine. It's fine.
And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Oh my. Oh. That's fucking dark. Input. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. All the buttons, every button we could ever want, all of them in different colors in every way. Everywhere, as far as the eye can see, there's so many buttons, it's beautiful. All of the buttons, everything. Press them all, Stanley. You can press them all, come on, Stanley. Press the buttons, press the buttons, press the buttons. Woo, woo, everything. Everything you ever dreamed of, Stanley, it's in here. You can press them all, you can press every button, you get them. Whoa, oh, they're turning back on. You gotta turn them off. You gotta turn them off. It's okay, Stanley. You can just press buttons for the rest of your life. You can press them in here and you can be happy. It's fine. You're happy. You're happy, Stanley. You're happy, right? Right, Stanley? This is what you wanted, right? All the buttons? Press them. Press them, Stanley. Stanley? Stanley. Okay, this is a little dizzying. Stanley, more buttons to press. Come on. Get them all. Get them all. Get every single one of them. Yellow, blue, pink, it don't matter. We're a button, we're gonna press ya. You're a button, it's beautiful. Stab ya, press ya, stab ya, press ya, push ya, bop it. We love it. Woohoo! Are they turning back on? They are. You little sneaky bitches. Come on. Press them all, Stanley. 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 Are you still having fun? Are you still having fun? This is so dizzying. Oh my gosh. Come on, press the buttons, 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 press the buttons. Okay, Stanley, you got this. How many more buttons are there? Come on, Stanley, press them all. You got this. Nope, 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 nope. Red, 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 that's blue. Red. Red, red. Red. Buttons. 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 This is so hypnotic. Buttons. 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 Oh my gosh. Stanley? Stanley? I hope you're happy here because this is making me fucking dizzy. I'm losing my mind. I am losing my mind. Press the buttons. Press the buttons. Don't get in a hypnotic state. Buttons. 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 Fuck! Stanley? Stop pressing buttons. Stanley? I know you can't help yourself, but you gotta get out of here, Stanley. If you press buttons, you're gonna die. You're gonna die in here. Buttons, buttons, all of the buttons, 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 buttons. Come on. There's gotta be something. There's gotta be something. Do we have to press every single button? Are they turning back on? If they're turning back on, I am fucked. Press them all. Press them all. This is psycho. This is psycho. I'm so horrified right now. This is worse than Resident Evil. This is spine tingling. What the fuck is going on? Where am I supposed to go? I want to hit buttons. I don't want to hit buttons. I don't want to do this. I don't want to be here. I'm not having fun anymore, guys. I'm not having fun. They're breaking my mind. They're breaking my brain. This hurts. This hurts. There's more chorus over here. Buttons. Buttons. What do I do? Just stand here, Stanley. I gotta go to the bathroom. The game is now paused. I'll be right back. We'll play like 10 minutes. Okay. We'll do like 10 more minutes. Come on, guys. Let me out of here. Buttons. 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 Let's Google it. Oh, okay. You have to restart manually. I would have stayed here forever. I'm gonna be honest with you. Alright. We did it.
I can't wait to tell this story to my co-workers, Stanley thought. How amusing they'll find it. Oh, won't we all just laugh and laugh at the time I thought everyone had gone missing.
It's not that funny.
Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but no matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a
Anybody
trace
under
of
the
his
desks?
co-workers.
Nope. Behind me? Nope. 429? Nope. 430? Nope. 437? Nope. Now that there's papers everywhere, what does that do? Do any of these doors open?
Stanley clicked on literally every single door in the office because he doesn't pick up well on cues from his environment.
Cues from my environment. I don't pick up well on them, man. You're right. Oh man, there's gotta be something different. Reason why the papers are everywhere. There's gotta be a reason. Maybe the photocopier. Nope. If I go through that door, then everything's just gonna be the same. Come on, man. Is there nothing? Looks like there's nothing. None of this can do anything? Come on. Damn.
When Stanley came to a set of two
Fine.
open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go to the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. What was it about this room that called so deeply and so personally to Stanley? Its grace? Its subtle charm? No. Stanley knew it was something deeper, something darker.
Alright, Stanley. Who are you waiting for?
Yes, really, really worth it being here in the room. A room so utterly captivating that even though all your co-workers have mysteriously vanished, but eager to get back to business, Stanley
Sure.
took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
Nope. Nope, we're going down. To the maintenance.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, left.
Sure.
Oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake.
Okay, alright.
No,
Oh,
no, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right?
you gotta get it right this time.
Was
Come
I
on.
thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
You fucking asshole.
Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Okay. Nope.
No,
Nope.
no,
this
isn't
ain't
right
it.
at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler.
All right.
Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay.
Look at the wall.
Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning.
Nah,
And
man.
this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, hmm? Okay. From the top.
Fuck.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is there anything different? No. Oh!
Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Or did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors? Did you move the story somewhere or... Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere.
Be the plant.
Okay, then.
Breathe the plant.
It's an adventure.
Live the plant.
Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
Which one's calling to me? Yeah, this one. Hi, plant. Hi, plant. Hi, clock. Hey, painting. Hi, plant. Hey, plant. How you doing?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can
Well, you
promise
haven't gave it a
there
minute.
definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again?
No.
Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this.
Nope.
Okay, let's give it a shot.
Hey,
Why
plant.
not?
How you doing? Damn! I was just having fun.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Sure. That's what it is. Alright. To the meeting room. Ah, looks
Okay,
like,
yep, it's worse. I
looks
might
like
be
we're missing
remembering
something.
this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
Alright, we'll check. I think everything was locked though, I already checked. Yep, still locked. What's different, dude?
Aha!
Oh, okay.
I knew we'd missed something.
That
The
works.
story. Here it comes.
Just closing in on itself.
No, wait,
Oh, nope,
never
that's a
mind.
dead
Not
end.
the story.
Okay.
Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our
Sorry
steps.
about that. That must be my fault. I didn't know where I was going. It's definitely not a linear pathway. Oh,
Now this... Well, I'll
rustic?
be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I
No,
don't think so.
no, dude.
I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct?
Yup.
Do you remember,
This
Stanley?
ain't no office. What the
Well, do you
fuck
know
is
what?
this?
Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this?
Do, do, do,
You
do, do,
win! Congratulations!
Oh, woo!
I know you put in a lot of
Woo!
hard
We
work,
did it.
and it really paid off. So, good job.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much.
No, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair
What'd
and
you
square,
say to me?
And this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting
Fuck
weirded
off
out
with
by
that.
whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Fine, we'll restart again. Okay, adventure line. Well, this should make
All right,
it easy.
I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Okay. I don't think this should be too hard. Maybe. Maybe it is. But you know what? We'll find out. On the yellow brick road, we're off to see the wizard, the wonderful
You see,
Wizard of Oz.
The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction.
Yep.
Onward, Stanley, to destiny.
You're right. You're right.
Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way,
That's kinda
is
how
the story of
destinations
no
work.
destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we
Oh, we're getting
implying
all
a
meta
journey
commentary on
such
it,
that
huh?
a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me.
Okay, fine.
Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay.
No,
now,
I'm gonna
if my
distract a bit.
experience of your existence rests inside of your subjective experience of this office, is this office in fact the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit weird back there.
That's
Well,
a
I'd
lot
like
of
to
words to
apologize.
say that we're just
Sure,
making the
where I
story
was
up
going
as we
with
go
all that.
along.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
And being aware of it makes it a story. What the fuck is going on there?
Cut the music. Go back and look at that fern.
Oh, where?
Stanley,
That
this fern
fern.
will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Yep, I got it. Alright. Some grass on top of a fern. Yes, I understand. Zach Galifianakis.
Wait, what? We're back at the office? No, Mine. You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Okay. Let's not follow the line.
Still missing the doors. Did we make a mistake following the line? Perhaps we could have found the story on our own.
Guess we go back to the spoiler. Or what's this way? Nope, nope, this is a circle. Back to the start. Nope. Manamana. Manamana. Manamana.
Again, line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Start.
You're driving me bats!
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Once upon a time, there was a man named Stanley. Stanley was a very lonely man. He didn't do much other than press buttons. Wait, this is your story. Shit, alright. Stanley was a knight. And he was trying to save his princess. He got a sword on his hip, a gun on the other, and some magic on his back. He was a cool dude who could shoot flames out of his fingertips.
Oh,
and
no, not you again.
befriend anybody with a
Stanley,
smile.
I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
But I like the line. Oh. Oh, no. Fine. Alright, fine. We'll go on without you. A bunker.
Ah, a choice.
We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control.
Okay.
How important, we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute.
Sure. Wait, no, let's go the other way.
Okay. So I know that each door has to lead somewhere, which means that somewhere, the place where we're trying to go, there must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going?
Yes.
Since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
So what, we don't actually get to choose? The confusion ending.
Hold up, what's this? The confusion
Deviate from the maintenance
ending.
room, end up in monitor
telling
room,
me
narrator restarts
that's
the
what
first
this
game.
is?
First restart,
It's all
discover
one
the
giant
two-door
ending?
room now
And we're
has
supposed to
many
restart the
additional
game
doors.
eight
Aimless wandering.
times?
Narrator restarts the game. Second restart,
really
the office
how
is now
all
a
this
dead end.
goes?
Turn around, find another dead end. End up in another
Determined?
building. Narrator restarts the game.
So
Third
now,
restart,
according to the
adventure line,
schedule, I
nonsense
restart
philosophy and
again.
music.
Then what?
Return to the
supposed to
office.
forget? What if I don't want to forget? My
Return to
mind
the
goes
monitor room.
blank
Fourth
simply
restart.
because it's written
Adventure
here on
into
this-
unexplored
this
territory. Find the line
thing.
again.
Wall.
Find the confusion ending schedule.
Well,
Narrator
you
restarts the
consulted
game.
me.
Fifth restart.
How
Narrator
do I
forgets
get
about
to
previous
decide?
restarts.
Why
Stanley
don't
attempts
I
to
get
play
a
the
say
story
in
but
all
is
of this?
prevented.
Is
Unable
it
to go
really?
anywhere or do anything. The game
No,
restarts
it
on its own.
can't be.
Sixth restart.
I don't want it
Find
to
the
be
line
that.
again.
I don't want
Follow
the
the
game to
line.
keep
Find an identical
restarting.
replica
I
of
don't
the
want to
office that
forget
has
what's
begun to
going on.
deteriorate.
I don't want to be
Attempt to
trapped
make
like
a
this.
story
I
here.
won't
Narrator
restart
restarts
the
the
game. I
game.
won't do it.
There is
I
no
won't
longer an
do
office,
it.
simply
I won't
black space.
do it.
Wanderer in the blackness. Find a
And the
bookstore,
timer
get bored and leave. Narrator restarts the game. Narrator is gone. After a
that
long
mean,
time, Stanley died.
Did we do it? Did we break
What?
the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen?
Maybe?
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually.
I guess.
Well, in the meantime, if
What the fuck? No, I don't want to go back to heaven.
all of his co-workers were gone, what could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Is there gonna be anything different this time?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Any of these open?
Standing now in this incredible room, Stanley for the first time understood, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Do I?
Stanley was so bad
No.
at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Alright, Stanley, kill yourself. Wee! Ow.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Thank you. Alright, I think we'll leave it there. Let's input the button one last time. Get to heaven. Oh, button. I think that we'll leave it there today, and maybe we might be back with more Claire Obscure Expedition 33. I don't know. Not feeling the best. If anything, we'll be back tomorrow for sure. Alright. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.